You know, we've heard such fantastic talent earlier in the day, some really fantastic talent, young talent, and now one of the most talented singers in the country is going to join us, Kailash Kher.
Namaste, sir. Hello, sir. How are you? Once again. Hello, Atul.
And now it's our pleasure and privilege to welcome somebody who has been, in a sense, a mentor, guide to many people. We really look up to him in the industry. He's also the founder, trustee of the Swadesh Foundation, Ronnie Screwvala. Thank you all so much for being with us. Ronnie, the Swadesh Foundation, you know, we've been talking all day about the importance of education and how small little changes like getting toilets for girl children can make such a big difference. Swadesh Foundation has been doing a lot of absolutely excellent work.
Yep. So, I mean, I think this is fantastic. I think the initiative, firstly, is phenomenal. And I think this is the second year, from what I understand from Atul, and I think it's going to gather strength from time to time. The very fact that Sachin is spending 12 hours here means that the nation is right behind this movement, and I think that's phenomenal and fantastic. I also believe, and we've done a lot of work in sort of Maharashtra, and I just have two quick points to make. One, I think, is the fact that when we met with a lot of school teachers across the board, I think one of the things they first talked about is infrastructure in the schools. Second is the faculty. And I think that's really where the change is going to happen. That's really something that I think what this movement is doing is getting it together from that perspective. And second, I do believe that today in the practical age, even in the curriculum, while in our schools, the big part is how to retain our people and how to retain the kids and get the kids to school. I think the career movement is going to be most important. How are we going to train them to make a livelihood? We're going to have about 150 million jobs that we need to create over the next 10 years. It's not going to happen in India. We've got to be able to figure out how they can earn their own livelihood. So let's see.
Right, and they have to give them the skills for that as well, which I guess is the important part of this. Anil, you were there with us in San Francisco when we launched season 2 at that rather big event that we had in California. You know, at that time we would have been very skeptical if someone had said we're going to get to 220 schools.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, let me, as Ronnie said, I must say that what Sachin, NDTV, Coke, what all y'all are doing is something which is, we all are very proud, and it's such a great initiative. And I think what I am here is as a worker, or as a patron of Plan India. And the most important thing I feel is that in the education system, of course, in the cities it's fine, but basically what we have to do is at the grassroots level. The schools over there, the problem with the schools over there, what we have experienced, Plan India, what they have told me and what I've been to few schools also is, there are three things. One is the governance, the academics, and of course the infrastructure. Where the infrastructure is concerned in most of the schools is the hygiene and the toilets. And there are times when there are so many girls, when they reach a certain age, they drop out. The girls drop out from the school. And that is what is, I think, has to be taken care of. This is my quick thing which I want to say.
You know, Ronnie, this is something which we've been actually struggling to deal with. Ever since we launched Atul, the Support My School campaign, the fact that girls were dropping out in the numbers that they were just because there are no toilets was something which really struck home.
You know, the first school we went to, we actually put in the girls' toilets, and what we found was that 60 more girls joined the school because the toilets were made. And these were girls who were, after the first or second class, would go home and they'd never come back. Yeah. And their parents wouldn't send the kids to school. So not only has the enrollment gone up of girl child, but also people have been moving from private schools to that government schools because the infrastructure. So Anil, to your point, once you build the basic infrastructure, toilets, drinking water, that's what we've been focusing on. Clean drinking water for the children, toilets, playgrounds. You know, we heard Rahul Bose talk about playgrounds for kids and the importance for that. So if you provide the basic infrastructure, you see attendance go up, you see enrollment go up, and the kids are so much happier. You know,
Running in from all of our points of view, should we be trying to do as much we can ourselves to build the infrastructure, also to spread the awareness so that governments and state governments can pick up that?
No, actually, the governments have been very supportive. I think they're fully aware of that. I think part of the kids, and I think the retention that you're talking about when people go in there is really that. If they don't have their self-respect, they're not going to be able to get to school in the first place. So we met with about 300 teachers. They said a lot of things from lab to English to distance learning. Finally, I said, okay, if I was to prioritize and write down the first thing, and they said water. And then they said toilets. And then they said infrastructure. So we're at that very basic level of what we want to do here. I think that's really the turnaround.
कैलाश जी, आपको क्या लगता है जो हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जो बेसिक फैसिलिटीज हैं वो तो स्कूल में होनी चाहिए?
इस दुनिया में कोशिश से ही बदलाव आए हैं, और ये जो कोशिश हो रही है इस युग में हो रही है जिस युग में हम हैं, तो मैं तो मानता हूं कि ये बहुत ही स्वर्णिम युग है हमारे लिए। प्रसून जैसे दिग्गज जो मस्तिष्क रखते हुए भी हृदय का भी उतना ही संतुलन बनाए हुए हैं इस विधा में, वरना इन्होंने आज एक राइटअप लिखा था कि क्रिएटिविटी इज अ कर्स। एक्चुअली यू नो, जनरली जब आप टू मच इंटेलिजेंस में अगर चले जाते हैं तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें हम पीछे छोड़ देते हैं। तो ऐसे में एनडीटीवी, कोक और हमारे ऐसे सचिन जैसे सेलिब्रिटीज़ अगर जुड़ रहे हैं किसी कोज के साथ, ये तो बहुत ही नेक समझ लीजिए एक शुरुआत हो रही है। और इस पूरी दुनिया में पूरी समस्याओं का निदान ही है एक इल्म की रोशनी, ज्ञान का प्रकाश, वही हर समस्या का उन्मूलन है दुनिया में जितनी भी है। और अगर वही हम जब बनाते हैं स्कूल्स, उन्हीं में अगर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बराबर ना हो तो बना हुआ भी ना बने जैसा है। तो ऐसे में यदि आप कुछ कर रहे हैं तो मुझे लगता है ये प्रथम चरण है।
देखिए एक चीज
what I'm saying is that, you know, when midday meal started, you know, school is not just the way school is for many people out here right now. School is an extension of your life. If you are saying you can give drinking water, other infrastructure, toilets, it's like extension. You're comforting the person. It's making the life better. It's not only school. Okay. It's an extension of his life. Those people, especially where there are no toilet facilities in their homes. If school becomes that place where they can find these things, I think the dropout rates will go down for sure.
And also the day we heard kids saying that we now really enjoy coming to school. Any of the schools that we put in these facilities, they want to go to school. And they've said we will continue now till forever longer.
Yeah, they should look forward to going to the school. They should be excited. They should be passionate. It should be, you know, beside the academic, there should be a certain kind of fun element, you know, the sports and the environment, you know, the entire, that, you know, we should look forward to it. And as Prasoon said, it's an extension of your entire life because, you know, you're spending so much of time over there.
But we have a very, very resourceful group here. I can only say one thing. We've all got to figure out how to scale this up. It's phenomenal that we're doing 250 schools in 300, but how do we really scale this
so we're going to take a break while we try and figure out how to scale it up. Then we'll be back just after the break. Maybe we have some answers.
You haven't made Kailash sing anything, Kailash?
Kailash is going to, we are going to get him to sing. ऐसे थोड़ी ना जाने देंगे. Kailash आज दिन भर, the amount of talent we've heard. Prasoon, there's something particular you want him to sing?
नहीं कुछ गाइए यार. आप तो कुछ भी गाएंगे अच्छा लगेगा.
भैया आज का रहने.
नहीं एक दो लाइन
आज बहुत माल है गाने वाला. अरे ये क्या गिरा?
You should.
Okay, we'll take the break while we persuade Kailash. We'll come back and then we'll persuade Kailash when we return.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.